everybody? Welcome back to the Art Podcast. Today we're going to cover a couple of things. Hopefully you can relate to them. Hopefully hopefully some of them you don't relate to. But the number one thing that I've been seeing a lot of people in today's world. Now look, I'm not talking about everybody, but I'm talking about the artist. And I stay in contact with a good few. And the one thing that keeps on popping up, which I've noticed, is how lonely people are today. I think COVID did a number on people, but it also kind of made people enjoy working from home and how to cope by being by themselves. And I think that's pretty cool. Look, for me, I've always been alone. Working alone at home, and I love it, absolutely adore it. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people do get lonely, and I can understand it. Like people that used to work from offices and things, and they'd always have this like interaction with a lot of people, and I guess some people need that. I think it's a cool thing. I don't mind seeing human beings now and again, but a lot of them, actually all of them, keep saying it's kind of lonely being at home by yourself and working, but there's a lot of solutions for that. I mean, there's so many websites out there for digital artists, for artists and things, and you can always sign up to one. And some of these websites go into such detail of what you like, the themes that you like, the things that you like doing, horror, fantasy, this, and anime, manga, and you can find and hone down with such precision today. Things like ArtStation and that's the only one I know, but with such precision that you can find people that are like-minded and that like talking about the same things. For me, the big thing is I've got friends, got loads of mates, but but the thing is, no one that really I can talk to about the things that I love. So, I'll have friends that love sports. I hate them, cannot stand that shit. Don't understand why people would ever want to watch sports. Some dude kicking a ball or some dude racing. I don't understand it. But, that's majority of the world love it. They go mental for it. I like graphic cards and graphics, and I like nerdy shit. Always have, always will. I love this kind of thing. I love technologies. I love things, but a lot of my mates don't. Or I like the other side of like horror or movies or games, or you never find anyone with all the likes you have. I mean, if you do, golden, bro. Golden. Keep it. But I understand why people get lonely and things, but there's a lot of solutions and there's a lot of things if you want to I'm not talking about hookups and things. I'm talking about things where you meet people to talk about like-minded things, maybe to work on a project together or find those kind of people that have the same passions as you, things like this. And you can always find these people somewhere. It's difficult. You always got to siphon the good ones out of the crap. Unfortunately, there's a lot of horrible things out there. I don't know what artists are like today, though, the younger artists. I know shit got really trendy, do you have a MacBook? I don't understand any of this crap. But, back in my day, I'm not that old, actually, but the thing is, like, artists are kind. Even with the ones I deal today, a lot of them are still kind. A lot of them are good people, and a lot of them love sharing things, ideas, ways. I have noticed a bit of greed today. People don't want to share. People want to keep everything close to all their cards close to their chest and things like this. Don't be that. Don't be that. That's called broken. You should go out and buy a suit then, or something like that, because that's kind of where you start to belong. And artists have always been very unique with these kind of things, and they've always been very sharing, giving, helpful, and they push each other forward. And this is a big thing. This is an awesome thing. This is why I became an artist, why I love being an artist, is because it's a different species of people. It really and truly is. It doesn't fit the mold. And I'm not talking about just digital artists or painters or whatever. I mean, art is found everywhere. Coders, even the coders, don't like them much, but even the coders. And you know, it's a different breed of person. So yes, there's always a place. If you do feel lonely, there's a lot of people out there like that. A lot of people go to communal workplaces where they can meet people, and a lot of the time, people do go work at a communal place so they can socialize and meet other people. There's so many things that you can do. So don't feel disheartened. It's good to find a good community. You know, even this channel, there's I think 3 of you, but we started making a bit of a community, and that's cool. I know the people that are here, all 3 of you, and it's awesome. And you know, things grow. Everything starts from somewhere or something. Nothing expands overnight. So at the moment, it's cool. It's pretty cool, and it's exciting. So if you do feel like that, you're not alone. There's so many people out there that feel the same. It's just finding one another, and that's not a difficult thing to do. Put the effort in, and if you really need to, go find somebody to be your friend. You know, rent a friend. That's always out there. You know, rent a friend. Okay, no, don't do that. And that covers those kind of things. Yeah, people, odd bunch, hey. They want to be with each other. They don't like each other. I don't know. It's a weird thing that, me personally, I like I've got my friends, and I like being alone, working at home, having my time. I like that though. I don't rely on people, and I don't wish them harm. I wish them all the best. I'm just not really a people person. You know, it's trouble. Always trouble. More people you know, the more trouble it is. I don't know. I sound like one of those old people there. Get off my lawn, boy! Don't you touch that, boy! Get off there. But yeah, and talking about old finished things, going to engines. That's a segue. I mean, we'll be doing a lot of Unreal stuff. A lot of people ask me, why don't you use Unity? Actually, I grew up on Unity. I was there when that first release came out for the Mac. Didn't work on PC then. I was there when, what's his name, used to walk out on stage with his big collars and, you know, talk about this cool engine. I mean, there was a lot of passion behind that engine. It was the indie little golden boy girl that came out of nowhere and started attacking these monster engines like Unreal and things like that. It was an indie's dream, the engine. But as all stories, it gets too big, and they hired an absolute wanker. I ain't gonna say names. Let's call him Jabalgo or something like that. But you know, ever since this Jabalgo joined the company, things gone from bad to worse. Everything's monetized, everything's money. There's no more innovation like it used to be. Now it's just a catch-up game, just trying to copy others and charging little microtransactions. That's what this brain, this mind is all about. You know, how do we charge for this? Open the program, microtransaction. Change the color, microtransaction. Oh, you want to change it to dark mode, microtransaction. I'm overdoing it, but this dude, it's absolutely destroying this promising once golden engine, indie, and this whole term of indie turned into something disgusting. And that's why I don't touch things that run something like that. And you can go read all the stories. There's a million stories about this golden watch, diamond studded wanker. And you can make up your own mind. what did we call him? Shambelny or something, whatever his name was. So I don't know. I don't support that. I don't support evil. If I know of, I mean, most people, you go, I don't know, man. But if I know of something, or you do your research and you can tell that you just should not be supporting something, then I don't. I run away from it. It's the same with a lot of these morons. But you know, when you notice it and you can do something about it, then do it. Stop these wankers in the tracks and make them understand. And at the moment, things are hemorrhaging for them, and that's fantastic news. I don't support evil, don't like it. And, you know, these are all my own opinions, allegedly, but I don't support that kind of stuff. So, if you want to learn an engine, you know, there's always this fight, Unity or Unreal. It's Unreal. Use Unreal. If you don't want to use like a big corporate kind of an engine, let's go Dot. There's a million little indie engines coming out. And this is an amazing time to be alive, because there's so many indie projects coming out of the woodwork, and they're starting to show these signs of amazement. You know, like AAA games, they're all fine and stuff, but they literally, you know, you got that dog in a suit, sorry dogs, and they're shoveling out this dirt every year, the same shit you gotta play. You pay, we need 80, 90 bucks, 150 for this piece of shit. Comes with crap. But indies are starting to come out of the woodwork, and this is exciting. There's a lot of incredible games coming out, and now that Unreal Epic have leveled the playing field, assets, metahumans, engine, all free. You can use all of this. They've leveled the playing field with the quality and the amount of assets you can use for your games, VFX, movie projects, whatever it is, art. They've leveled that playing field. Obviously not with the manpower, but with regards to absolute assets and characters and everything you need to create something that looks like a AAA. It's all there for free, and this is incredible. This is an amazing thing. So yes, Unreal. I mean, they're doing nothing horrible at the moment, nothing wrong. Tim Sweeney's not putting a foot wrong in the industry. Sure, with the whole game side of things and making everything exclusive and whatnot, but I don't use that. Don't need to. But the engine I do use, and I highly recommend that you start picking up something like Unreal. If you don't like Unreal, whatever, go to Godot, whatever. Shitty, it's dying, man. It's hemorrhaging at the moment. This creature is literally driving it into the ground. Everything promising about it, this beautiful little thing, was taken away by a tortured thing. And unfortunately, that takes away competition, doesn't it? And that's the problem. You need competition to keep people right. It's just a matter of time until you turn evil, right? Man wasn't meant to harness any power. It doesn't work like that. Can't work like that. Man is useless when it comes to power. So let's see. For now, Unreal, fantastic, loving it. Tomorrow, different story. It's just the way it goes, isn't it? Every single time. But otherwise, yes. You know, I'm not going to say it's your personal decision to use whatever, you know, like every time you see one of these videos, Unity or Unreal, and then at the end it's just whatever you prefer. That shit. It's Unreal. Be ethical, or Godot, or a million other little indie engines. Stay away from Unity. Don't support it. Don't support the characters in it anymore. They chose wrong. And at the end of the day, support things that benefit us and not the other way around. Always do your research. You know, never listen to one person. Do your research, understand what you're going to get into, and go for it. But yeah, that is pretty cool. And the next thing is work-wise, being in a job. Now, this is the old tale, you know. Finding that balance of being happy and depression, absolute depression, going to work every day for that paycheck. And a lot of people I've noticed these days, besides being lonely, which is a massive impact, I think is a lot of people are falling into depression. I mean, now more than ever, you hear the stats and this and that. Everything's going up. You know, money problems. Every filthy goddamn suit is shoving their prices up, and it's everything's attacking. It's so weird how a handful of cocks can control an entire world, but it is what it is. And so this leads to a lot of depression, I've noticed. Um, and that's the thing, man. You know, as artists, the one positive and the one up that we have to everybody else is we can use that depression in our works. And that's when we can create something incredible. So if you do feel depressed, and obviously this is personal, don't listen to my advice. There's no advice. But kind of what I do is I use it. I use it towards work. I'll make a crazy emotional piece, or I'll put that anger or that resentment for a filthy golden watch or whatever it is, and I'll put that into my work, and I'll create something that means something. And this is something that you can do yourself. Happiness is what you make of it. A lot of the time, if I start feeling depressed, whatever, I just flip it around. I think of something amazing that I have, and I think of today. Look, at the end of the thing, I live by the saying, today, enjoy what you have, because tomorrow it's gone. Today, I have a family, I've got this, I've got that, I've got a house, I've got whatever, but tomorrow, that's gone. It's all gone. So that's the thing about the human. They don't realize how quick shit is. It's quick. Enjoy everything you have now, this moment. Enjoy the moment. If you're feeling depressed and this hangs on for ages and ages, stop. Just think about, wait a minute, I've got this today, I've got that today, I'm alive today. Because life is amazing. But enjoy what you have today, whether it's a brother, a sister, a wife, a mom, a dad, a husband, kids, love them kids. So whatever it is, try and enjoy what you have today. Tomorrow, it's gone. Try and understand that life is quick. You blink and it's over. Yesterday I was that little kid saying to a 22-year-old, "Man, you're so old." You know what I mean? And today, I got kids saying that to me. Okay, I'm not that old or anything, but you know, it's catching up. Yesterday I was, I'm going to big school, and today it's goddamn, them's years ago. Gum. So things are quick. Don't squabble over crap. Anyway, when it comes to artists, use it. Use that sadness, that depression or whatever, and use it in an art, and just relax. Put on your headphones, get behind the screen, and just create something beautiful. Sure, get work out of the way first or whatever it is, but don't take everything too seriously. Nothing is serious. Life's a joke. Relax. If this idiot's getting down and that moron's getting you down, get rid of them. That's something I'm very strong about. If somebody keeps pushing depression on you, sadness, negativity on you, I cut that thing out like a cancer very quickly. Don't care who it is, don't care who you are. If it's somebody that's depressed or whatever, needs your help, that's totally different. But if it's somebody that just keeps on getting you down all the time, every day, every year, whatever, get rid of it. It doesn't belong with you. It doesn't do anything. Cut it out and throw it out of your life, and you'll see right away how positive your life starts becoming. Keep things that are happy in your life. Keep things that are positive in your life. And that's kind of how I live, man. I just don't care anymore. So it's what suits me and the thing and the people that I love around me. And that's what matters. Now, this doesn't mean I'm being a dick about anyone. I'll help the world. I will give my knowledge. I will do what I can. It's not meaning being a horrible person. It means just make sure that you're fine. Make sure you are fine. And then do what you need to do with others. Because if you're not fine, you can't help anyone. You can't do anything. And it's important. You're amazing. You're special. You're different. You're unique. Just make sure you're fine and do the things that make you happy. Everything else doesn't matter. Work is work. Hopefully you love it. Hopefully, if you don't, unfortunately, go find something else. Go find something else. Don't let people tell you what to do or what you can and can't do. That's the one thing about this country that I noticed a lot. Like, I teach a lot of kids, and at like little camps and schools and stuff. And the one thing they always say to me is like, how do you do all of this? How did you learn all of this? How were you allowed to? How did you do it? And it's like, a lot of different kids have this kind of mindset, like, you go to school, you learn something, you stick with it, you stand in line, and you will get by. That's it. Don't have too many dreams. Stand in line, and things should be fine. And this is weird for me. I grew up in a very kind of westernized way, where we were told that we are gods. We can do anything. There's nothing we can't do. And that's how we grew up, and that's what we believed, and that's why, nothing. I never really understand the word "I can't do that." When I hear people saying "I can't do that," go learn it. It's easy. Life is as easy as you want it to be. It's as simple as that. You make it difficult. People make it difficult for themselves. If I want to be mopey or depressed or whatever, I bring that upon myself. Sure, sometimes there's a lot of things that happen, and it's unavoidable, but if it's self-caused, get out of it. You can get out of it quickly, and know that you're strong. Start understanding the power you have, and start realizing how happy things can be if you want them to be. How easy things can be if you want them to be. Sometimes you're going to go through a lot of crap, and things are going to fall down, and this thing and one thing after another is just going to get worse and worse. But always understand, it can't rain all the time. The sun will come out and things will change, and when that moment does, it's going to be that much more sweeter. So bear with it, live with it, and just get through it, and do some wicked art. I mean, that's what it's all about, homie. Do them cool pictures. Learn something new. That's the one thing I do. Every single day I learn something new. I make sure I've learned something new, whether it's a new song on the guitar, or a string, or a note, or a tool for art, or something I didn't know about the damn computers, or a program that I'm using. Learn one thing, a word in Spanish. Sí, hablo inglés. Learn something new, whether it's a word or whatever it is, or German. Hallo, alles ist in Ordnung. Okay, my German is terrible, but we learn. So, at the end of the day, loneliness, depression, happiness, it's all the same, and artists kind of feel this. For me, I think a lot harder than most, not all, but most other people. We're very dramatic people. We could all be actors and actresses. It's one thing goes wrong, and we're on the floor. Oh my God, it's all over. But that's it. Do your stuff, learn. The other thing is the passion for a project. I've seen a lot of people start. I mean, I'm the worst. I start a project, but a couple of people have said to me, I don't feel passion for this image. I want to get it done and just throw it out. It's not the best way of doing things. You do art because you're passionate about something like that. So if you do not feel passion for something, throw it away. It's not worth it. But try and do things that you're passionate with. I've got a graveyard of folders that I haven't finished. Literally a graveyard. Gigs and gigs of just skeletons and tombstones of projects, and and now and again I'll open one up again and say, oh yeah, I remember that was awesome, then close it and start something new. I think all of us do that, but that's okay. It's okay. It's what we do, and it's who we are. We get bored quickly. Sometimes we're so passionate about something that we stick with it and we follow through and we do it. That's a big one. Stick to what you can do. You know, when I was a lot younger, I used to take on these massive projects, ambitious things, and I'm still ambitious, but you know, it was these projects that were impossible to finish. Young, dumb, silly. But now what I do is I take on ambitious. All right, don't get me wrong there. Don't get me wrong there. Take on ambitious projects, but I'm clever about it. Can one person finish this? How long will this take? Well, because after 5 minutes I'm bored. How long will this take? Can I get this done? What do I need to do in order to get it complete? And plan your project. I'm not saying become an accountant or a suit with it. You know, don't go buy a Armani or Hugo Boss suit, go buy that gold watch and start trying to steal money off your family and stuff. I'm not saying that kind of stuff. But, you know, plan something. Put a little bit of planning into it. Say, how long do you think this will take me? Use a program like Notion or something and start just planning your project out. If it's a big one, if it's an image, fine. It's going to take a couple of days or a month or whatever it is. But if it's a massive project, VFX or a movie or whatever, a song, anything bigger, or modeling characters or this and that, then plan your project just so you've got a rough thing. Once again, you don't need to be a suit. You don't need to be in the gravel, in the dirt, under a rock, sniffing a worm's ass or something, you know, lower than a worm. I'm not saying that. Just plan something so you understand what you're going to do, and then get onto it. It also makes you feel a lot more confident, a lot more happier, and you can get things done, and you can actually finish something. Make sure that when you pick a project, that you select a project that you can finish and that you're passionate about. Sometimes we've got these amazing ideas, we start them, and they don't look like what we want them to, and we start thinking, oh geez, this is going to take a little bit of time. And then we think, I've got another idea. I'm just going to go ahead, save this project, put it in the rest of them, and we'll get back to it. Don't worry, we'll get back to it, no worries. But we never do. So plan your projects, be happy, smile a lot. It's another thing. Entertain yourself when you're working at home by yourself. My God, the things I get up to is ridiculous, you know. I'd probably be put in a loony bin. But enjoy yourself. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy your life. Know your power. You're a strong person. You can get anything you want done. Anything you want done. There's nothing you cannot learn. There's nothing you cannot do. Smile a lot. Make yourself smile sometimes, and you'll start bursting into laughter because you look like a moron. It's just, there's easy things to do. So look after yourselves. Thank you for joining me with this. And like always, I'll see you soon.